And with that, we have our first run under our belt. Is that how you say it? We already have $179.50 towards our goal, which is getting hopefully maybe $3,000 together for Save the Children. They're having a running donation drive, Create for Kids 2021, or with the hashtag before it. Forgive my boomer butt for not being as prolific with hashtags and all that. But what I know are my blurbs, because you should know what you're putting your money towards. And that is Save the Children's mission to provide a future for every child. That's their mission statement. They work every day to give children a healthy start in life, the opportunity to learn, and protection from harm. And since their foundation over 100 years ago, they've changed the lives of over 1 billion children around the world. And SDAT is super proud to be working with and for them with this. We have Metal Gear Solid coming up next by Hau5test. We have Prince of Persia right after that. As you can see, we have ourselves some incentives for Metal Gear Solid. The Save Meryl ending has already been met. The bonus run for Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars needs some $25.50 extra. We have Rhino Feeders, $30, saying GG's to Viz on his run. Thanks for having me commentate. It was a pleasure hearing you. Here's that 50-50 split I promised for doing Flower Quest hitless. 50-50 split, not evenly, but thanks for sparing me from more odd numbers. We're now waiting for Viz to keep his promise. No, I'm not gonna bully anyone into donating, because this is always every donation is a boom #boomerbud. It can make me say stupid stuff. We appreciate every donation, but none of them should come out of your emergency ramen fund. So donate what you can and want to. Never feel obligated to do so. I will check in with my wonderful Genosse. Hau5test is from the same country as I am, which is the best place to be. No. We'll see you in just a little bit.
18 years. That's about how long it takes for a kid to grow up. And a lot can change in that time. Since the year 2000, 30 million more people have fled their homes due to conflict, the most in history. But in that same time span, caring individuals and organizations like Save the Children have made positive change for children. 50 million more kids reached their 5th birthday, and 49 million more kids have healthy food. 94 million fewer kids were forced into harmful labor, and 115 million more kids are in school. 11 million fewer girls were forced to marry. 3 million fewer girls gave birth, and 12,000 fewer children were killed by violence. All this positive change, rippling from one childhood to the next. Imagine how many more lives we can change in our lifetime.
All right. And with that, we get to see in a wonderful, wonderful world where good stuff is being done via the donations of you and many, many others. Speedruns, because, yeah, communities are amazing. And a showcase of that, Hau5test, in wonderful chef's kiss garb. So tell us what you're doing, tell us who you're doing it with, and take it away.
I don't think that's any of your issue, what I'm doing with it. Never mind. So, hello everyone. My name is Hau5test. We're coming here from the Metal Gear Speedrunners, and I'm bringing you today Metal Gear Solid on PC, any percent in easy difficulty. And what I can also already say, it's the world's first time that we present a brand new skip that we found just 2 weeks ago, the Boba skip. So, I'm very hyped to show you that as well. With me today, I also have Raichu on the comms. And I think if everyone's ready, I would love to start. Just give me a feedback that we're good to go, and I count you all down.
Ready to go, Captain.
Wonderful. Then we start the show in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Welcome everyone. So we're playing the PC version here, and this is a wonderful thing. Because in the PC version, we have lots of things that we don't need to do. For example, listen to codecs. We just press escape once, and we just go out of codecs already. I personally think this is already a huge advantage over, of course, the console version. And another thing is also we don't have credits at the end. We know very quickly what our rank is, and of course also our time. Because this game is, of course, tracked in IGT, but also because it's on PC, load times are almost the same as RTA, so really not much of a difference here. And what I'm doing right now in the docs is, you would think, what is happening right here? I'm doing a stealth game. Why am I getting all of these alerts? Well, there's a very nifty thing. If you have 11 or more alerts later down the road in this game, we will get something that's far better for us, and that is that a rat won't appear. Because we Metal Gear Solid speedrunners, we really don't like rats. And getting all of these alerts early right here is wonderful because it does not delay the elevator that is coming down in 2 minutes. So as long as the credits roll, I can farm all of these alerts here that I need for later. And the rest I'll explain as soon as we get there. Also just notice I did not at all open up my life split, so I have to go the old route and... well, I don't need to count my alerts. I know for a fact that I will have enough once we reach the point, but I gotta make sure for a few other things that I time myself right. And then we're just getting about the point. We should have our 7th alert now. Jeremy Blasting is like the waypoint where we should also get ready for the elevator. So let's move our way up, and then the actual start of the run begins. It's always a little bit slow in the beginning, but you know, why not? So I'm just going to position myself quickly here and get ready for the elevator.
And you know, it's funny you mentioned that it's kind of slow. Also, nice shot, nice album
Thank
shot.
you.
That's the album cover. You mentioned it's like the docs is a little bit slow and a little bit boring. It's actually pretty cool now that you have this like farm the alert strat, because at one time the docs was simply a matter of just sitting still and resting your hands for 2.5 minutes. Now we actually have something to do. You have a purpose in the docks other than just get on the elevator as soon as it comes down.
Exactly. If you're an
which is
extreme and
nice.
want to, yeah, if you're an extreme want to go big boss, you don't do all of these alerts farming. But if you want to be real fast, you still do it there as well.
These
Right
guys
now.
have like really
Yeah.
good aim.
It's wonderful. It's like a little bit of a dance. You just walk around them, you throw a stun, they're down, and then you just move on. And I already grabbed 2 weapons here, which is something that we only do for a few months, really. Because at the beginning of the year, we literally just, go up, get the alert, grab the chaff, and we're moving on. But for a good time now, it's also very important that we have 2 weapons in our inventory, and especially at any percent. Because we're going to do some funky stuff. This is the PC version. I, for example, don't need to go in my weapons menu at all. As you can see, I just press some buttons on my keyboard and already changed the weapons. And for those console runners, they're thinking, what the hell is happening? This is only happening on PC where we have a keyboard and the number keys on top that allows to switch weapons according to the number key that we're pressing.
So when they ported MGS1 to PC, Konami decided that rather than utilize their vast talent that they had at at all of their studios, Kojima Productions included, they just paid a measly sum of money to a handful of guys in a basement somewhere. They refused to give them the original music, so they had to rip it from fan sites. And these guys programmed in weapons hotkeys with, as Hau said, your 1 to 0 keys on your keyboard. Unfortunately, or fortunately for us, I suppose, you can actually break the game pretty significantly with those hotkeys. I'm not gonna say what you do, but Hau will
We
talk
see
about
this
that
just in a
later.
moment. Yeah, right now
show
we're
it
doing
off.
the large skip, as it was called earlier, where we just go into a vent halfway, in first person, look up, and then while we look down again, we quickly press X to stand up. And the game can't deal with that and says, I mean, I know you're in a vent, but we're cool, so we just let you stand up. And all of a sudden, boom, you're out of bounds. And this is a fantastic place right here, right now, where we can just walk into the door that you can see in the top right corner, maybe a little bit there. And that allows us to basically skip 25 minutes of the game, cutting the run really in half.
A little
So-
donation here. Let me just
Let's
jump
go,
right
yeah.
in. Metal Glen Solid with $10. You
Man.
know they say walls are simply a suggestion. I hear doors are also suggestions. Confirm or deny?
We'll see. Thanks, Glenn, for the donation.
And visuals made good on their word. Thank you all for having me and letting me open this marathon showing off Hollow Knight. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of the 2 weekends. You too and everyone else wonderfully. Yes. Less than 3.
It was a fantastic run, yes. All right.
Vents
So,
and vents cannot contain the snakiness.
yes. We're small, we're slivery, we just go anywhere we want. Doors don't matter, vents don't matter, walls don't matter. It's a fun
I'm-
world we play in.
I mean, I'm just saying, I've never tried to stand up an event, so who am I to say you can't do it?
Okay, you can also do it in MGS3, don't you?
Yes, you can. It's a little bit more complicated to execute, but it's the same general principle.
Doesn't save the same amount of time, unfortunately.
No, it's it actually doesn't save any time at all. But here nor there.
It looks cool though, yeah. So
That's literally it.
Yeah. Now we're getting to the part where the path that we would just instantly give up. But all of you donated. I'm very thankful for that, so I can show you the mirror ending. So we're gonna just hit the action button very quickly and don't submit to the torture. And we have to do that twice. And after that, we are going to right into the sunset with Meryl instead of Otacon. And as you can see, my life bar is very small. That's because we are on any percent. We didn't have any upgrades yet.
Don't even think about using autofire, or I'll know.
And to prove that I don't have autofire, thanks for the reminder, I'll support the game input video quickly on screen, so you know I'm practicing everything by hand.
Even though you actually can use turbo for MGS1 if you want.
We literally done so many tests, I've never managed to get it to trigger. There's one video where apparently the torture just moves on forever. Well, there's no proof they didn't cheat in this video, so who knows?
Yeah, that I think is the general idea of what happens, because I know Tyler, while playing Twin Snakes, which is like the remake of MGS1 for the GameCube, just mashing normally, Ocelot detected him as using auto fire, which he wasn't, but yeah, basically he just kept going well after the timer had expired until he was dead.
Yeah.
So that's your punishment if you're. I'd love to know what. I guess you probably need like one of those old PS1 turbo controllers.
Yeah.
It's probably set to detect like a very specific frequency or something.
It could be.
But either way. Those are like, no, it doesn't even matter. I don't even know why I brought that up, but anyway. We're in the cell now.
Yeah. And for those people that are wondering that I play on DualShock, yeah, I can play basically with any controller. Just today, GOG put out a new update, so motor controls work, but we speedrunners, we did this already for a while, using fancy plugins from the community. And as always, I can never state it enough. Thank you to everyone in the community that helps to develop tools, such as Beeman, for example, with his community launcher, making this game stable. Because we're going too fast usually if we play just the base version, so we needed to patch it out a little bit. And that's just huge shout out also for the community members, developers, everyone.
Your valiant effort in resisting the torture has brought in some donations.
Yeah.
Theory with another $10. Let's go, coach. Haha, good luck, mate. And Nick RP Green with another $10. Let's go, house. Another $10 on the way if you sing the Boba Skip song after pulling it off.
We'll see how it goes. So right now I'll need to mush it a little bit.
So that house is entering his second and thankfully final round of torture. So if you don't submit to Ocelot, he'll call you back again. And at that point you can make your escape after the second round. Now if you choose not to make your escape, you will go for a third before the ninja comes and rescues you, but we'll be long gone by the time the ninja comes.
Yeah,
you're gonna come around, he's gonna be like, ah, you bloody late again. I've been killing too many people with my stealth camouflage and I just lost track of time. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, he's gonna be long gone.
Long gone.
And it's actually funny to mention as well, the PC version is the Integral version. And Integral was only ever released on console in Japan. And it's amusing to kind of think the torture is actually easier on Integral than it is on the old PS1 versions. It's actually much more difficult on the old PS1 versions if you play those. So, fair warning for anybody who decides to do torture. If you're looking at this and you're like, wait a minute, I tried this as a kid and that was so much bloody harder, that's probably why.
Yeah, you want to play exactly this version. I have Konami's best tier, the original from Japan. That is Metal Gear Solid Integral. Wonderful, wonderful re-release.
And I actually heard that House had that flown in specifically for this marathon.
So, what's happening next? We already didn't submit to the torture this time. How do we escape now? Well, Otacon is coming over. He's gonna give us something to eat, which is very nice, but we're gonna abuse it, play with our food. Like, who do we think we are? And we're gonna just put it all over us, making it look like we're dead. That would trick Johnny into coming in, and we're just gonna change the future a little bit. Let's put it like that.
Created a time paradox.
Indeed. You also have to watch very carefully, because shortly after that, we usually go up behind the torch machine and need to grab our stuff, get dressed up, you know, all the things we do, but we're in PC, we're cool. We have, again, these weapon hotkeys, and the first trick that we're gonna do with these, and that's why we need also 2 weapons, is we're gonna consistently walk. We won't stop. We won't even dress up, and still go out of the room with our stuff on us. So watch closely when that happens. There he comes. One last chance. Because now we're gonna actually run a lot. Quickly equip the card here to break the animation, and now I'm tapping 8 and 9 in between to switch quickly between those weapons. And I have the right hand. He looks good, and there we go. He's running off. He didn't even change clothes. Oh, nope, he's not naked anymore. There we go. It's all good. Right, going in the elevator. And before I leave, I'm going to quickly drop this bomb here that also I'll put in our inventory. Now we're good. Yeah, I tried it once in a marathon to keep it on for a longer while. And then it randomly exploded because I delayed just a tad bit. So this time I'm not making the same mistake. I'm just going to move on.
So the armory is actually arguably the hardest rune in the game.
Yeah.
What Hau5test is doing is stuns are overpowered, to say the least. And anybody... So they kind of work kind of weird. So anybody
Oh my god, why did he step away?
Oh no. And
That's
this is just, like,
unfortunate. Yeah.
this is just, like literally just evidencing how hard this room is. Now, if things go bad, it's no big deal. You just run to the bottom, come through that door.
It's all
and
good.
the room gets refreshed.
Yeah.
Like,
It's unfortunate.
this-
Usually this guy does not walk away from me, so we quickly punch, kick him, falls down again, and then we just quickly escape here. Oh well, whatever. Moving on.
Oop, screw that guy.
Screw that guy. Messing with a marathon here, what the hell? He has no right to do that.
No way, Hau5test lasers.
Yeah, it's the cool thing about 80%. So we're going for the first time through these rooms, but the game thinks we've already beaten all of these. So we are going to see a few interesting things. For example, usually, you know, he would be the tank fight, but he's just chilling there, done for. Like, it's okay, cool. But we need a few grenades here for a boss that we actually need to fight later down the road. So I'm going to quickly grab those and then move on to the nuke building.
So that's why SpeedDocsAThon wouldn't take out Johnny. He was tired from taking out the tank.
Ah, I knew it, yes. I mean, he has the stealth suit advantage, so that works.
He's not just incompetent, he was tired.
Yes, that's it. So this building is absolutely not difficult. We can hold the chaff, and just a thing that we didn't explain in the early game, we always want to have a weapon in our hands, because that lets us walk much, much faster than if we were just walking without anything. Quickly wait here, go up, and then throw this dude.
So
And there we go.
you don't hold the weapon to look cooler, so you move fast. Oh,
Yes.
that makes more sense. It
Right.
just has the side effect of making you look cooler.
So I'm going to quickly diverge. Usually we go directly to the left, but because of Boba Skip and the way this works, I'm going to grab some extra stuns here just to be a bit more secure. Because that's actually happening almost soon. First off, we're going out of bounds. Do you want to quickly explain how that works with the weapon keys? Because I'm going to mute Discord for a moment.
Yeah, no worries. So, MGS1 PC is very special. And as was mentioned earlier, the weapons hotkeys allow us advantages that unfortunately the console version just doesn't have. The main advantage is that if you switch to the PSG1 and back to another weapon quickly enough, Snake will become effectively invincible. And the reason being is when you're entering the animation of lying down with the PSG1 scope, you just for a moment while you're doing that, you become invincible, right? Just so you don't get dicked on effectively. Like if you're fighting Sniper Wolf and you're about to put your PSG1 and she shoots you and knocks off, that's just not fair. And thankfully for us, the quick swap, we are swapping back to the chaff grenade from the PSG1 just before those iframes would disappear and the game breaks and you can go out of bounds, you become invincible. We don't use it here anymore because of Boba Skip, which Hau5test is about to show off, and this is amazing. I'm just so excited to see this.
So yeah, Boba, the streamer on twitch.tv/Boba, randomly casually played for the very first time Metal Gear Solid. It had the issue of just not coming through this darn tower. What did she do? She kindly asked to go through the door, and the game was like randomly, sure, why not? Let's do that. And then we figured out how to reproduce this, because it's actually a glitch. We're gonna put ourselves in position here, and then just cook the stun and damage ourselves. And we didn't do it first time, so I gotta do it again.
So sometimes it does take a couple of attempts occasionally. It's also kind of random.
Let's go.
So
Second time is good.
It actually, in some parts, depends on the animation Snake reacts with when he's damaged. So it's not, unfortunately, there's no way to make it 100% consistent, and it is in some cases down to a touch of RNG, which, speedrunning, right? You know,
Yeah,
it
happens.
is what it is. But no matter what, that skip saves like more than 2 minutes. So that skip is massive. So if it takes you 10 tries, it doesn't matter. It's still better than doing the tower.
It's so good. 2 minutes on PC, 2.5 minutes on console. Absolutely worth it. So we did a lot of things right now, back to back. We quickly went out of bounds. We quickly skipped Wolf 2 by just using game weapon switching and God mode in conjunction together to move on. And that was this one. I think that was barely 10 minutes. Well, a little bit more. We had to do the torch as well. See, 70 minutes right now on the timer, yeah. Oh, I mixed it up with Disc 1 IL. In Disc 1, they have even more tricks to be used to save even more time. It's crazy. But yeah, that was fast. Now actually the big chunk of the part of the run happens. Disc 2.
So it's insane. I mean, how quickly you just like. And what's even funnier is MGS1 PC would be even faster if you didn't have the mandatory PAL section. That's what slowed you down, really, because it's just a lot of waiting around back and forth. But if you could imagine like the Twin Snakes PAL in MGS1, the game would be like,
that's amazing. For those people that don't know, in the Twin Snakes, the remake that was made for the MGS2 engine on the GameCube, the PAL sequence does not require us, like here, to go back all these rooms. Instead, there's two pipes, one with a hot liquid and one with a cold liquid, that we can just shoot in the same room, and that makes this back and forth with the cards so much faster. And now we're finally getting ready and fighting our first boss. The other ones were so fast, I don't think you could tell we were fighting them. That's how fast we are speedrunners. But the one coming up, Raven, we're definitely gonna fight. Just, it's a joke a little bit. Because again, we just use God mode and stand in front of him, chuck a few grenades at him until he's tired and then, you know, goes to sleep. Another thing that we also can do is we can skip triggers with this trick. So as you can see, I'm crouching right now. There's two different versions. That's all you need to know. This version allows us to bypass door triggers. It's also the one that allows us to bypass a codec call that usually would happen on this elevator. And there we go. Here's the warehouse. Raven coming up. I personally like to start the fight holding X and the weapon key so I can immediately move. But I need to quickly unequip this weapon here. So again, going over here, God mode, chucking a grenade, cooking it right now, throwing, and then almost immediately the second one after that. Now we just need to wait for the iframes to go over. If you want to be secure, wait for the grenade to pop beforehand. Can be a little bit faster, but you can mess up and waste the bare ammunition that you have. But we're doing fine here, it's all good. I've run this game so often since I started in February of this year. It was basically, you know, all this lockdown that brought me over to start finally. I was watching Heinke at AGDQ during Deus Ex Human Revolution, started playing that, and then quickly moved on also over to Metal Gear Solid. And I can tell you for a fact, Heinke's also back later, so keep watching. And now we're moving on after this short intermezzo into the actual Rex layer. And now we'll also see the big advantage of why we got all of these alerts in the beginning. Boom. There we go. Everyone's favorite sound, the zoom. Now, Otacon will call us a few times. Doesn't matter too much here, especially in this version. We just press him away again. We are not really fans of talking. I mean, he's shy, you know, Snake? He wanted to live on his own as a musher, and now he had to come back for this mission. By the way, what can you do? Gotta do the job, gotta protect the world. One more call. I'm gonna willfully walk past the guard to get just one more extra alert. That should be all we need. But you know what? Because I don't have live stream currently open, which usually tells us how many alerts we have, I'm gonna do one backup strat, which just takes a few seconds. So get ready. The cool thing is you walk actually into this room, the command room, have this cutscene here, and then you automatically end after the cutscenes outside. For those people that don't know, if you walk back in here and back out again, you have instantly +2 alerts. And there we go. So now I have definitely enough alerts, even if I don't know the amounts. And why is that important? Well, now we can finally talk about it. This is why we were in the docks and spending time getting all these alerts. Because the PAL key was shot out of our hands, and now it is on the bottom of this building. The cool thing is though, if you have 11 or more alerts, when we go down the ladder, the PAL key won't be eaten by a rat. The rat can be in different positions, can walk around, can be really, you know, not nice for speedrunners. And what we found out by DLAMS13, the current entire world record holder of 224 categories, yes, all of them, he found out if we have 11 or more alerts going down this ladder, the PAL key will be in one of 7 positions, 6 to the left and only 1 to the right. So on average, it is just much faster getting these alerts and then walking down a certain line, as you can see right here. And there we go, that's the PAL key. Not the best position. It is, in fact, the third best. Plus the bomb, but we just toss the bomb and then move on. And we're back again on track. So all the way back up again and then inserting the normal key. Thankfully this time also he won't call us, so we have much more time to spend. But, talking about time, if we have a few donations, let's get them going.
No donations, but a neat little reminder that everyone can make my life way more pleasant than it already is. I swear I'm not being held at gunpoint by CJ. You can put your money towards a reward, a poll, whatever, and a target, because that'll make our life a little bit easier, and we don't have to finagle your donations towards arbitrary goals our mod team wants to see met. But yeah,
Take control, people.
And that's a good game I still have to play. Also, you can donate your channel points to meet our community challenge, and you can unlock a brand new episode of Speedrun Insider, because this is not just SpeedDocs, it's also Speedrun Insider, it's also SpeedDocsAthon. We do not stop bringing you the good content, as our wonderful runner and commentator are doing as well. That shirt, man, looking so good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm so glad. It just opened up in the store on Wednesday, and I paid extra money, so it comes quickly. And then it said it's only arriving on Monday. I was like, oh no, well, at least, nice memorabilia. But it, in fact, arrived today. Quickly washed it, put it on, and now we're ready for the show. Alright, so we're moving on to the warehouse. We need to cool down this key, because it's with a memory-shaped alloy that, if it's cooled down, changes its color and form, and then fits again into the next PC, because we need to dismantle Metal Gear X, which has been activated by the terrorist. So I'm gonna quickly grab these Stinger missiles. We need them later for the titular Metal Gear, just in case. We're dismantling it, but you never know. And then we just need to wait for 61 seconds. I don't have a timer on, but I know exactly the music cue, so I'm just gonna wait for the music cue, and then we move on. Also, a great moment in time. This is why I maybe don't want to skip the power sequence. I can now drink some water. Splendid. There's of course a community bounty if you want. Join us at MetalGearSpeedrunners.com and of course the Discord. And we're giving you a lot of money if you find a way to circumvent all of this power sequence, all the back and forth tracking. It's a couple $1,000s. We're not joking around when we say we want to go fast. Alright, quick check. It is cold, and there we go. All the way back up again, and then for the last time, gonna heat up the key back again at the blast furnace. I'm gonna show you something cool. Something that we also just recently found, a little bit out of bounds going, and standing on lava. So, stay tuned. And other than that, if it's okay, folks, we also have a quick community event happening tomorrow evening in parallel to SpeedDocsAThon. Maybe you have two devices that you can watch it on, because we're also going to do a little relay race. 2 teams against each other in 6 games of the Metal Gear series. If you want to see that, you can also follow twitch.tv/MetalGearSpeedrunners. Doing all sorts of events, so definitely want to check those out as well. And there we go, getting ready here, switching to the power key, being God mode again. I just don't want to bow with this guy. He's a nuisance. I'm gonna quickly walk over here. We're getting an alert, but I'm gonna switch back again to the door key, using the weapon switching to not even stopping from the alert. And now we're just smooth sailing on here. It is a joy what the PC version can do with all of the tricks that we have. And I can definitely recommend, if you want to speedrun this game, get the PC version. Get a community launcher and join us on the wiki, for example, with tutorials and everything. But if you want to play it casually, also, let me said, please get the console version. It's way more stable. There's no music issues. There's even cutscenes missing in the PC version, which is good for us in speedrunning, but you're not the same if you want to play it casually, especially for the first time. And there we go, getting ready now. and moving on. This is now the longest part that we need to backtrack, because if you remember, it's been a quite good while since we were back in this hot blast furnace. In fact, 10 minutes ago, so over that. So yeah, we have to walk all the way back again, also take the elevator. And again, something, if you play the Twin Snakes, we literally don't have to do, because there's heat pipes and cold pipes that do all the same thing in the same room even. So much faster. So another shout out maybe to our community as well, if you're interested. We're soon holding also a Twin Snakes tournament at the end of September, so also maybe worth following us. I'm participating. I'm hyped. I'm gonna leave this game hyped for a moment. We'll see how well I will do there. I think, Ratchet, you're also part of that, aren't you?
Part of what?
Part of the tournament later.
Twin Snakes tournament.
I think.
The Twin
Or
Snakes tournament.
Yeah, or just joining us,
Oh, yeah.
watching.
Well, I signed
You'll
up
be
for it,
around,
yeah.
of course, right? You don't want to miss that.
Well, I will be running in it, but I probably won't last very long.
Well, I always say participating is already half the price, and if you show up and also have fun with that, then it's the entire thing. I personally don't even mind, losing. It's just about the race. It's a cool spirit. Alright, quickly switching a cargo elevator. I'm going into the God mode just briefly here because this turret is terrible. Slows us down for like almost 1.5 seconds when we got shot. So even because I have to delay a little bit with the God mode animation, it is worth it in the end. As long as you get shot. If you don't get shot, of course it delays more than just walking, but marathon. Gotta go safe. I'm gonna get ready. I still want to open a quick stop timer, if I can find it. There it is. Just to be sure. Because now we're going back to the blast furnace, and I'm gonna show you a few funky tricks again that we can only do on PC. There we go. So we walk up here, and I don't know if you knew this, but there's an elevator taking us all the way back up again. How convenient. I swear to God, if I wasn't speedrunning this game, I would have never known. We take this one up here again to go back to the door, and then have the door close behind us. That will unload all the actors inside the level. So we go back again, go into God mode, and then just quickly go like this. Fall down, don't have any of the objects loaded, but visually only, and we literally stand on the lava. How crazy is that? I'm on the Cheeto sauce.
I've literally never seen this before, and I'm actually like, what?
Mind blowing,
sure
isn't it?
I'm not sure which part is. Definitely, like, the lava thing is pretty cool, but the part that's got to me the most is that little elevator. I did not.
Yeah, the elevator, right? When B-Man showed me this, I was like mind blown.
26 years old. I've been playing these games for 21 years, and I've never seen that before in my life. Ever.
Yeah, 100%. I got it secured. Yeah. So we usually check the car before we leave the room, because the thing is, if we leave the room too early and the car does not change, we need to go back again and wait the entire 1 minute. I know for a fact I have done the right amount of time here waiting, but I was still not sure. I'd rather go back again and do it another minute, rather than going all the way back again twice. So even if you just left the room, just still worth checking, especially in the marathon. So usually at this point in the story, we would hear now from our friend Master Miller that there's a spy among us. Naomi, the doctor that actually gave us some nanomachines so we wouldn't freeze, also apparently gave us a virus. Fox die. Would you believe it? It's like we've been double-crossed. And let me tell you, I wish it would be the only time we'd be crossed. It's getting all worse. But it's all fine, right? We now have changed the power key to the hot one. We're going back to the PC, deactivate Rex, and then drive to the sunset with Metal. That's what y'all voted for. Thank you so much again, everyone, for donating here, for Save the Children. A pleasure, and of course an honor as well to be here part of SpeedDocsAThon. And we still have a few minutes to go, so French Cannon, if you want to give another shout, let's go.
Oh, I'm just enjoying the vibes. I'm happy I don't have to freeze. I'm happy I don't have to get injected with nanomachines.
For sure.
I got another jab this year, and I'm pretty happy. So,
It's enough for a year.
hey, there's a wonderful meme that said, "I'm vax maxing. I intercepted a shipment with tens of thousands. I will not stop until I have immunity to everything, even life itself," or something like that.
Okay, that's a great one.
This is hopefully not what our wonderful Mr. Snake is headed for, but you're on a wonderful pace, I hope. I still think.
Yes, it looks very good right now.
And we get to see some Prince of Persia Warrior Within any percent normal on our plate next.
Nice. Looking forward to that one. All right, so we're getting ready here. Oh, please, go on. One more shout, please.
Heinke, as you promised, with DSX
Yes.
right after that.
I had the honor of co-commentating with him, despite not running the game at all. But it was still a good time. And it's just a cool thing that you do here and there. We're all a great community, and I love it, really. All right, back to topic. We have now the red key here. We're going to insert it, and then the game's over. Because, hold up a minute. That's not it. We've been, tricked. The detonation code is completed. Yes, Rex has been activated. Oh, no. Okay, so we got to go beat Rex now. And also get out of this. So I'm going to quickly call Otacon here. He will help us. Just remember, this is bulletproof glass. We can't shoot for it. But it's fine. We just wait here at the door. Look at the door. Why do we look at the door? Simple. We want to know when the code call comes in so we can quickly answer it. And then just leave the room. And yes, we have to fight a little bit more. That is fine. So coming back next is Medically Rex.
Fooled, hoodwinked, yes, quite possibly bamboozled. Schmeckledorf. Oh, no. That nobody would ever do that. Akuma, how dare you? That's really devilish.
Yes, indeed. I like those sunglasses. Alright, so this is easy. Rex takes 6 shots per half. With the first half here, we're going to start quickly. There's a little sound cue that you hear. It's like a chick. And then you know that you can just let go again. I was a little bit early there because I was also talking over the sound cue, but it's fine. Still think we're on a good pace, so it doesn't matter that we delay just once. Now pray for me, folks. I'm on GOG right now. Could happen that this game crashed, yes, I won't touch anything. I'm just gonna back up and hopefully it works. In case you don't know, if you can't see it in the background, this is fine, dog. A few things in prep were a bit going wrong. Hopefully this time it's all smooth sailing. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright, second half of Rex. Just moving on here a little bit closer so he does not swing all the way to the back. We want him rather close. So it's looking good. Because we literally don't need to adjust our aim at all. We just hold in this one direction. Not like the band, but just this angle. And then one on rocket, and there we go. So I'm gonna take the headphones off because I gotta focus now. And Raichu can explain what's happening now with the liquid fight.
If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy a brief
liquid
moment of love
is
before the end.
very hard, but also very easy because if
cross
things
this
go
line,
as intended,
at this
you will just
height,
kind of keep them
it will
in
kill
one place and you
even
just punch them to
you.
death. The problem is you have to be very specific with your punching rhythm, and also Liquid's position, Snake's position. He can kind of slide out. He can do all sorts of annoying stuff because it's Liquid. Liquid's very annoying. But if you manage to do it, so it's just this kind of 1-2 rhythm. Whatever controller I do. So kind of like, and it's actually it sounds easy, but it's not. It's actually quite complicated. And after you do it for long enough, your finger starts to hurt, or your thumb starts to hurt. But yeah, so Liquid's being Liquid, House managed to pull him back into the infinite, and then you always have to finish the fight by kicking him off or throwing him off.
It's easy. Alright, that didn't go wide as well as I would hope for, but good enough. It can happen that Liquid just slips away, but it still worked.
It's just like if you kind of catch him in the wrong pixel, he'll just slide away from you. It's so
Yeah.
In fairness, you managed to get him back into it pretty quickly, so that's always good.
Yeah, there's a lot of practice, especially we had a tournament early in this game as well for the all bosses category where we don't do that large skip. And I learned a lot about bringing Liquid back into a position to catch him.
Because the last thing you want is Liquid to start just wailing on you. And like, even on easy, Liquid can, I hate to say easily, but he could quite easily kill you. Like, that's not,
It's not taking too much from him, that's true.
Especially if he does that damn bull charge, like that takes away a lot of your health. And obviously it gets more terrifying to lose the infinite the higher up on the difficulty chain you go, but like even easy, I've died to Liquid on easy, like I'll admit it. But yeah, the escape is complicated enough too. Actually, like the end of the game is really complicated.
There's a lot going on, especially all at once.
There is. There's a big timer. There's a man in a jeep shouting at me like that.
He still didn't die, although he said if he would fall down from Rex, it would even kill us.
Yeah,
Guess he lied.
See, yeah, so like, he has a gun, he's shouting at me, he's a bloody liar. I don't like this Liquid character.
So damn noisy. There we go. I missed one transition shot, that's fine. So we will go here 3 times in this area, but if we're lucky, we just get bumped and then quickly realign ourselves again. So far looking good. Moving on to phase 3. There we go. So I always have to look away at him first when he's in his iframes. Always constantly swinging back and forth. So we really only want to look at him when he's like just getting ready to be shot. And only for a brief moment here. That was a nice transition that we got. Takes a bit of time away. Makes it, of course, go a little bit faster. And we're getting ready for time soon. The alert will go away. We have a few cutscenes, so we'll be like roughly 20 seconds. So get ready for the timer. Of course, I'll let you know as soon as it's over when we see that score screen. There we go. Just a few cutscenes, but again, this is the PC version. There's no credits that we need to wait for. No cool music. A little bit sad about that. But on the other hand, as a streamer, you know, that music is copyright protected and gives us a lot of headaches. So in 14 seconds, we know the in-game time, and then we're done for. So get ready for the time. Thanks so much, SpeedDocsAThon, for having us. Thanks, Raichu, for joining me here for commentary. It was an honor. My name is Hau5test here for Medical Assault PC 90%, and that's time! Let's go. Sub 40 in Mirror Landing. Definitely okay. Thanks to Bulbaskip working in second attempt. I had so much trouble. I was so, sweating. Like, will this work even? Second try. Good enough. And with that, again, give it over.
Did you do the Boba skip song?
I didn't because I was so focused on it. I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's all right.
I also don't know the song anymore.
We have $10 more in donations. 5 from CJ, who wants their train whistle. That's only whoa, where did that come from? And Raji 1400 saying hi FC. Well, hi to you too. And with that, thank you again. Thank you, Raichu. It's a blast with a Stinger missile to
It's of Persia, right?
Donation, not the charity's face. Quite the opposite. Anything that opposes what the charity stands for. But yes, then next up, Prince of Persia. Thank you for assisting in my job. Maybe you want to join me the next time SpeedDocsAThon happens. But yeah,
maybe. Thanks again for having us, and enjoy the show.
And
Bye-bye.
with that, we'll hop on over to intermission. Thank you again.